Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Hop Into It here at Four Seasons Kangaroo with yours truly, Bill Jr. So happy to be with you. And what I came here today to talk about, normally I'd be talking about what kind of great offers we have. And we do have some great offers going on right now throughout the fourth quarter. You know, we're on pace for a record-setting year. We're growing. We're actually going to be moving into a new office space and shop so we can add more team members to keep up with the demand, which is really, really outstanding. But what I'm really here to talk to everyone about today is just to kind of update them on the realities of what's going on with the supply chain. Because you can't really turn on a broadcast, you can't go on social media, you can't turn on a newscast without people talking about delays and issues and what's going on with the supply chain here in not just Metro Detroit, but realistically the United States. And the roofing industry as a whole has just been really clobbered by it. I'll give you a great example. Everyone knows we are one of the only roofing companies in Metro Detroit with a full-on dedicated service department. You know, and that's all that team does. It's actually more than a team. It's 6 trucks of 2-man teams going out doing repairs 5 days a week. But we had a very simple shingle repair on a major name brand shingle. We knew the shingle, and we simply cannot get it. Right now, it's on an allotment schedule, which means that this repair, we're just physically waiting here for it to arrive. And that could be in 2 weeks, it could be in 6 weeks, it could be in 10 weeks. We're at the mercy of the manufacturers. And this is just a really small example of what's going on throughout the entire industry. You know, right now on the commercial side of things, you know, one of the big holdups is the insulation board, right? Because on a flat roof, you're going to have your decking. Then you're going to generally have about 5.2 inches of insulation boards laid down, and then your membrane on top of that. Well, if we ordered the insulation for your roof today, right now the suppliers are telling us that it should arrive sometime between August and October of 2022. So it's really pretty crazy and unprecedented what's going on out there. To the same extent, they won't guarantee pricing. And by they, what I'm talking about are manufacturers. This year alone, we have seen on the residential side 4 compounded increases in manufacturing costs. So what does that mean? It means on 4 different occasions, the manufacturers have increased the pricing of the shingles themselves between 8 and 12% every single time. That means prices on the materials themselves are up almost 40% to 50% in under a year. So it's really unprecedented. So what are we doing? And if you're a homeowner, if you're a building owner, business owner, and you have roofing issues, what do you do? Right? This is the conversation we're having all day right now with great folks out there. So the single best thing you can do, there's really 2. It's to either immediately take action because there will not be a lower price or a better time as far as pricing is concerned than there is today. The 1A to that is extend the life of your roof. So if you can put off replacing your roof by 3, 5, 7, 10 years, right? It's actually going to save you money because it will allow the market, it will allow inflation, it will allow everything to steady out so you're not caught in the cycle as everything just keeps one up and going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher at a breakneck speed. Well, the demand is really high, you know, you won't get caught in that cycle. So it really is an unprecedented time. If you do have a leak or an issue, what I would encourage you to do, step 1 is just get a hold of us, right? We'll be happy to come out. We want to analyze what's going on. There are a lot of systems and materials right now that are already being scheduled well into 2022. But at least if you get out there, we can get a handle on it. We can partner with you. You can find out exactly what's wrong, know what the solution options are, and whether that's repair or replacement, or repair, buy you 3 years and then replace. It's really about serving you and making sure you are making informed, well thought out decisions. You know, I've had folks ask us, well, hey, do you think it's going to go down? I don't. I'm very hopeful, and this is something I just came back from a conference. It was the topic of discussion from everyone. This is roofers all across the country. Nobody expects it to go down. What I think most of us are hoping for is that as we get into 2022, we see these cost increases that are just coming, on some materials monthly. Others, it seems like every other month or quarterly. What we're hoping we're going to see is a leveling of the playing field. We'll start to see some of those prices just hold for an extended period of time as the supply gets caught up. But I cannot tell anyone that I think if you wait a year from now or 2 years from now, the pricing of shingles or the pricing of siding or the pricing of gutters or sheet metal or flat roofing is going to go down. I don't think that's likely. I think the manufacturers have realized the marketplace will allow for them to set the pricing where it's at, and people will pay it. And as long as people will pay it, I think they're going to hold it there, and I don't see that changing. But we do think we're going to start to see a leveling as far as the price increases. We're hopeful we're going to see that in the first or second quarter really start to come into play in 2022. So yeah, it is a volatile time out there. When people tell you that pricing is only good for a day or 10 days or a week, it's because the manufacturers and the suppliers are not even guaranteeing pricing for contractors, right, or installers. So it makes for a very volatile situation. Again, if you're experiencing the issues, when you work with Kangaroo, we are going to treat you open. We're going to be completely transparent on everything that we do. You're going to know what and why things cost what they do and what those investments are and what the options are. And I think ultimately, as a consumer, as a building owner, as a homeowner, that's what we want. We want peace of mind. We want to know we're going to be taken care of properly. And we want to know that we've been given options. So if you're in that situation, if you have a leak, if you've been toying with, do I need a replacement? Do I need a repair? Give us a call. Reach out to us. Our team is standing by. Everyone's vaccinated. Everyone's background checked. Everyone's licensed, insured. We send out the pulse M's ahead of time, so you always have a text message and an email with the technician or the specialist name, photo, bio, and background. And that puts you and your family and your business in the safest environment possible. So hopefully you found some benefit and some education in this. I look forward to talking to you again real soon. In the meantime, hop to it, stay well, and we'll talk to you again.